Hello my friends and welcome to the 1939 Ultimate Challenge. Now for those of you who didn't know, I had a competition going where in exchange for people deciding to sub to various things, that would generate points, and those points would be converted into minus traits for this campaign. And the results of this was 102 points, which is only minus 2 traits. So, it wasn't bad, but, you know, according to YouTube analytics, only about 40% of people who watch content are actually subscribed, so 60% of people who watch the videos are unsubscribed. So, you know, doing the math in my head, I thought, because, you know, typical video ends up with about 500 or 600 views, I thought I'd lose about six or so traits, and then if people decided to sub on Twitter and Twitch as well, I could lose, you know, 10, 12, 16 traits or more. It just didn't happen. Twitter only went up by 10, which I guess is quite a lot actually, considering it was only 71, but about 50 of the people on Twitter are like friends of mine, so it's not so good. But anyway, minus 2 is not enough of a challenge for sure. So, in the interests of entertainment and doing something that I really hate, I am going to multiply the end result by a random figure. So I have got my scientific calculator here, and what we're going to do is we're going to press the rand function, and we are going to take the first number of the rand function and multiply the traits by that. So here we go, function, rand, 0.743, blah, 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 blah. So 0.7, so 7. 7 is what RNGesus has given to us this day. Times 7, that's minus 14. Okay, it's pretty nasty. The calculator didn't let us down. All right, let's kill this window here. Okay, minus 14. Let's go. Now we have a challenge. Okay, let's import my core. Now we have a challenge. The funny part is, I'd probably be better off not importing my core, and the reason why I say that is because you actually start these campaigns with a pretty decent set of heroes, which escalates as the campaigns go on, including like a double strike hero and a few other quite juicy ones, like a zero slots hero. The heroes that I got in the Spanish Civil War are not that great, to be fair. Okay, so we need to finish with 14 selections. I actually kind of want Killer Team as well, so we'll try and finish with 16 selections. Because you need some heroes, some good heroes for brain melting here. There are certain objectives that will be coming up that you need heroes for, and good heroes, and I haven't got any at all. So I think the best offensive hero I have, which is a very good offensive hero, the best one that I have is Ignores Entrenchment. I don't have any rapid fire 1.5 or 2x heroes, or I don't have any zero slots heroes, although that's not strictly an offensive hero, that's an economic one. But you know, you always end up sticking that on some massive piece of artillery, so I don't have any double strikes or anything like that. Okay, we're gonna have to live with denied air force, denied artillery. Get up to 14. Can assign maximum 1 hero per unit. That could be quite painful as well. Oh, Trench Slog is -2 now. Used to be -1, I think. I think it used to be -1. Trench slugs actually are a pretty nasty trait, to be fair. Because it removes all ability for you. All of your units lose their ability to remove entrenchment, with the exception of artillery and strat bombers. I had a very poor time with it in my campaign. Cannot give over strength to units. Do you know what's funny? Inept logistics is actually decent if you get a 0 slots hero with killer team. That's worth the trade-off. Alright, let's go with... I thought slow modernization used to be 3. Okay, well we're going to have to go with slow modernization anyway because I need to get -14. I gotta find another 6 points. This is definitely starting to be painful. Okay. Oh, Green Army is horrible. Retrograde could be really horrible as well because there's a point where you need paratroopers, and if you've got retrograde running you can't get them. I've never tried poor maintenance. I don't know how severe it is. Like, you know, how many units? Is it just a couple? Is it loads? This seems pretty brutal for 1 point. Now we're in the pain zone. These are all horrible. If only the calculator had been a little bit nicer to me. Delayed reinforcements is suicide. Alright, I've dealt with trench slug before. We'll have to live with it. Just make sure to bring plenty of strat bombers. Wait, I can't. I can't buy more. Yeah, I do have some spares. Oh, I can't risk trench slug when I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to have enough strat bombers to actually circumvent it. Wow, this is hard. This is actually really hard. 6 points to find. I get the feeling I'm going to be leaning very heavily on my heroes to get through this. Only 1 point for that. I can't believe that Ruthless is only 1 point. Inept logistics is going to hurt me, but I'm just going to have to live with it. Four more points to find. I could almost be tempted by poor ground control. I have played with it before, and it's been a struggle, but not an insurmountable one. Okay, let's take inefficient supply, because that's something we'll just have to live with. It's interesting how Green Army is -3, but delayed reinforcements, which is arguably worse, is -2. Fear of unknown is really horrible as well. This is oh, this is nasty. Okay, all right. I do have plenty of artillery. I do have plenty of artillery, and I do have one ignores entrenchment hero. Maybe I could survive the trench slug. That still leaves me having to find 1 point. No surrenders means no captures. Okay. Friendly units don't shoot back when attacked by the enemy. Oof. Support fire still works though, as per my understanding. Okay. Alright, we'll live with it. No surrenders. Okay. 14 points. We got it. Do I want to change anything? I don't think I want to change anything. The reason why I'm so keen on not using no overstrength is because I do have one hero that's like consolidator and half slots, and no overstrength really hurts that. No overstrength is actually a lot more painful than people give it credit for, because you can get free overstrength on 2-slot units, and you can also get you know, if you get heroes that are 0 slots or half slots, then that combines with overstrength really nicely. Oh, of course, I could have taken away Killer Team. Nope, we're doing it. Of course I want to continue. He is ready to assist. Our special mission is to annex Czechoslovakia. I've actually played this mission before because I played it for a stream. Bonus objective, destroy 0 Czech units. We should be able to do this. In addition to not being able to deploy any aircraft, we've also been asked to minimize both German and Czech losses. We are not here to cause a bloodbath. Recommend extra artillery to convince them to move out of the way. Okay. Envelopment. Prevents the enemy from retreating so they surrender instead. I don't even know if that's going to work with no surrender. What the hell happens in the situation where you have that and there's no surrender mode? That'll be interesting, but I don't want to... We can't destroy any or make surrender any of the enemies here, so we'll have to just not equip him. Leadership. Ugh. Which is useless with no retaliation. Another envelopment! You must be kidding me! Oh, distraction. They're all awful. They're all horrible. Well, they wouldn't be horrible. Envelopment would be pretty good if I didn't have no surrender. I don't think it will do anything. Wow, that was horrible. I was desperately seeking some offensive heroes because I need them for certain bonus objectives later on, and I just didn't get anything. It's like a skull made out of forest or something. Okay. All right, so sure, why not? Right, the enemy doesn't have any... The enemy doesn't have any aircraft, so we don't need anti-air for this one. Panzer 2C. Yeah, it's blatantly not as good as the T-26. And these tanks are superior. Well, this is my anti-infantry hose tank. Because it has rapid fire 1.5x, and so does this one. But it actually has inferior stats. You know, apart from anti-tank, but that's not the role that I have for that vehicle. Okay, these recon cars are getting to the point now where they are just superior, the German ones, because this one's actually got rapid fire 1.5x, and more or less better. Well, it does have better stats, pretty much. Okay, and I already upgraded these. Okay, what have I got in reserve? Let's move these two in. And let's upgrade them. That'll use up all my upgrades, but I think it's worth it. So we can slowly phase out the Italian stuff. Okay, that leaves us with 2 points to use. I have another one of these lying around. I think the experience limit for this campaign is 3 stars. It might be 2.5 actually. I'll soon find out. If these guys are still 2.5 stars by the end of this, I'll know. Okay. Okay. This is reduced slots anyway. This artillery is super overkill for this kind of mission, but anyway. Okay, gotta get in there and get that. This is the first mission where you can deploy infantry, isn't it? Okay, one thing that I need to do actually is... Let's undeploy this artillery, because it's... No, let's not undeploy it actually, because I'm paying half slots for that one. Let's undeploy... Let's undeploy the infantry hose tank. Buy 3 sets of pioneers of boat pirates. Okay. Here. I guess here. So what I'll do is I'll just move this into here. Then just have it entrench that tile. The anti-tank will not be able to do anything to it because it's infantry. Although I say that, with no retaliation it might do. Just thinking actually, with no retaliation it might decide that it can actually do something. Oh well, I'll just have to live with reinforcing it over and over and over and over and over. I will need a scout car or... It's got to block this tile here. So you need a scout car to do that. So this scout car, this infantry will have to move here, and this scout car will have to sneak down here to capture and hold this. Don't even know if bringing tanks is the right move here, or whether I should just go full recon. Considering I got freaking 2 envelopment heroes and bloody leadership for my killer team, that is really depressing. But anyway, I'm gonna have to live with it. Okay, that's it for the Ultimate Challenge deployment. This is gonna be rough. We'll see if I can get the bonus objective here, but it's gonna be rough. All right, I'm so sad about my killer team. My killer team was scraped off the bottom of the barrel of other teams. To be fair, Envelopment is a very good hero, but with no surrender, I don't know how that interacts. Does it still cause a surrender if you have no surrender enabled, or does something else happen, or does nothing happen? Because envelopment prevents them from moving away. So do they still move away? Do they not move away? I don't know. I'm gonna have to work it all out. That is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.